My mom and dad built this house it was in the late 40s or early 50s, somewhere up in there. He was a Marine. And she was from New Orleans. Trenton is 12 and she's 5, Brittany. And my grandmother's house is down the street down there. It came off the foundation. You know, at first when the storm was a Category 1 coming out of Florida, and then all of a sudden when it got over those warm waters, it went to get larger and larger. And we looked back and we said, ooh, that storm getting, you know, you just could see the eye of it. And I said, oh, we better go. I said, because simple reason why that storm was getting big. But Ivan did the same thing a year before then. And we left and it didn't do that, you know, but it just messed up my den a little bit. And then we left, and then when they said Dennis was coming, it was going to be a large storm, we left and went over to my aunt's house in Natchez, Mississippi. And they said when we came back, it wasn't anything, you know, just a nice, beautiful day like this. So we had basically got tired of running from storms. When we left here, we didn't know where we were going. We was supposed to go to a bay place over here to a shelter. And they didn't open the shelters on time. So we just, my neighbor and I, we got in this van right here. And we just took off. And I mean, you know, it was rough. Tornadoes was hitting all around us, and we didn't know where we were gonna go. Everywhere we went to, shelters was filled. We couldn't get in a motel, nowhere to. I said we just pushed into Montgomery, Alabama, just trying to look for shelter. We came back about 3 days after the storm hit. First, we stayed in the van. We had to sleep in the van, and then we kept going up and standing in lines. And then when they started issuing out tents, you know, I got a tent, one in the backyard back there. I kept to store some of my stuff in. And then for that, we kept fighting every day for a trailer. At first, they had lost our number, you know, for the trailer. Then we had to get Hillary Clinton. Somebody came through and told us we had to get her. So she finally assigned us a trailer, all of us in here. So we just all stuck together on this end. But the neighborhood is about gone. About 4 or 5 houses down there been bulldozed, leveled to the ground. But it was a mess around here. Before we got the trailer, stinking flies and mud and everything. And when we first came back, it was a church group with the BET station. They came through and brought us out some food and some more tents, and gave my friend over here a generator for us to have while we out here at night. And they promised to come back and help me with the house, and they didn't. When I tried to call them, the phone was disconnected. They came in, took pictures and everything. She said, guess what? I'm coming back and do your house. And it was like the Christmas. I didn't see her. When I tried to call her, you know, the phone was disconnected. So there's been a lot of people come through here and lied to us and promised us this and that and, you know, whatever. I just thank the Lord for being here. So we just try to help each other the best way we can down here. You know, it's kind of hard, and I'm not going to keep putting out money, you know, paying someone to do something and, you know, it never get dead or anything. But it's been a lot of people been swindled out of stuff, you know, especially when you don't have anything to do anything with. And then, you know, here it is 11 months after the storm, and they just not talking about a block grant and all this stuff, and we still don't know if we're going to get it. They say if you qualify. So I don't know. I want to stay if I, you know, get the funds to finish up here. But if I don't, you know, do it, then I'm just not going to fight it anymore, you know, because I'm still very depressed about the storm. Very, because I feel like somebody, you know, just violated me, and I don't know who to blame. Come back and get bricks all off, all the carport tore off. I mean, this place was in bad shape. It was one time I just couldn't go in that house. So, you know, everybody come out and talk with me and everything. My neighbors, and we all tried to stick together to try to, you know, help one another. But the volunteers have been very nice about helping. First they did a group, college group, I guess it was, a church group that did the roof. And then they helped me clean up the yard some, you know. They don't ask for anything, and I try to, you know, some of them come along, I try to fix it, you know, offer them a meal or something like that. And I mean, just like they say, what other word can you use? Is there another word besides just thank you? Because I really, you know, appreciate it. Because it makes me feel a little better to look at it's you know, inside there that they doing something.